The third time I have the privilege of receiving Mr. Murray as a dialogue partner. Very interestingly, our previous two sessions, because I'm a religious studies scholar, took place within that context, and so it seemed quite appropriate that today's session would happen here at the Church of St. John the Evangelist, and I want to thank them for making this possible. Because they have taken your jazz to the next level. Jazz is now divine.
Oh, all right.
Jazz Vespers. And what we have done, Mr. Murray, is since the 25th of June, we have been meeting every day, and we're going through your latest album, which now is here at the festival, folks. You're going to hear very short excerpts. David Murray Infinity Quartet, featuring Macy Gray, with whom he performs this evening, 9:30, Théâtre Jean Ducet, in the festival. Gregory Porter, and the title of the album is Be My Monster Love. And it has taken us on quite a journey, and we'd like to share that journey with you. How the members of the seminar experienced your music. We go into a place and we turn out all the lights. And all last week it was raining, so it made it very dark inside. Everybody puts on blindfolds. They are never told the title of the album, the name of the composer. They do not know the track that they're listening to, nor any of the instruments. They have no reference point other than what they hear.
Wow, sounds like the TM parties we used to go to in California in the late 60s. Just did a meditation.
Well, and that's why I said it. We essentially contemplate.
Well, we did it in the nude.
Oh, we got to take it to the and then when the track is over, I turn on the lights. They take off their blindfolds. And I ask them to go step by step. The first thing I ask them, write one word about what you just heard. The second step, write one sentence about what you just heard. The third step, write one paragraph about what you just heard. And because jazz is very much based on improvisation and intuition, then I ask them in a stream of consciousness vein to write everything that went through their mind as they listened to your music. Then I ask them to tweet it, because that's a form of poetry, 140 characters or less. Please write a tweet about what you just heard. Then I invite them to give a title. And here I'm referencing, I want to be honest, Angela Davis's book, Blues Legacies and Black Feminism. She has an entire chapter devoted to the power of naming. How we make something our own when we give it our name. It's a way of appropriating your music. So they give their own title, and I ask them, why did you title it this way? Then I ask them, how long was that piece of music? Because we're exploring their chronological distance and psychological distance. So, I'm going to play just shortly here. This is track number 8, and it'll just be a teaser. It's like an appetizer, folks. And again, you can get his latest album with Multiple Records, David Murray, the Infinity Quartet, featuring Macy Gray, with whom he performs this evening at 9:30. Also Gregory Porter on the album, and it's entitled Be My Monster Love. Got to get the album, folks.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Murray, to share with you how the seminar members experienced it, here's one example. A person in the seminar, the one word they wrote about this piece, of which they have no reference whatsoever except what they've just heard, flight. One sentence about what they've just heard, a tenacious statement about the hope which grips one within, giving strength in all circumstances. In parentheses, very Pauline of theology. Paragraph that they wrote about this. I found this to be an interesting, programmatic piece. At the beginning, I almost physically felt the turmoil, the buffeting of life's winds, the crashing waves, as those sacks wallowed, the playing of the cymbals, and cross-pattern of the hi-hat, dislodging the sense of regular rhythm and meter. Then it took me on a journey through the lyrics and musical development. There was an ascending scale that embodied hope. There were unusual modulations and minor tonalities, which spoke of hardship and difficulty, but continued to arrive with a major riff reminding me of the constancy of hope. Within life, and as justice crashed around me. In Stream of Consciousness, they wrote this: awash on an ocean in the dark, I was reminded by the percussionist of the rogue waves which buffet a boat, contrary to the vast wave movements of an ocean current. Yet I clung to the safety of my vessel, knowing, hoping, trusting that I would reach a safe harbor. And yes, hope was my compass. Their tweet, life is like an ocean voyage. We are buffeted. It takes us in unexpected directions, but leads us on to the light on the horizon, the harbor to which we are guided by hope. Their title, Afloat, but never without hope. How long did they think it was? 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And in actual fact, the piece is 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Now that's the reason I asked them the time, because I know that if they see it as shorter, that it grab them. When a piece is 2 minutes long and they thought it was 20, you know you need to change the record.
Well, ballads have a tendency to just to play